Harold Arlen is an American composer who contributed to many movie compositions, his most famous being Over the Rainbow. Arlen took part in many different movie and Broadway compositions, most of which took place from 1929 to about the mid-1950s. Harold Arlen was born in Buffalo, New York. He was a lot like his father. He was very musically oriented and grew up just like around music. He was a very smart kid, but was always more interested in music than anything else, like over school and everything like that. His musical talent began to show at a very young age, and he kept up with it his whole life. Arlen sang in his father's choir at the age of 7, and only 2 years later he began to play the piano, and he just kind of took over that naturally. He started playing classical music, but then as jazz became more popular, he became much more interested in that rather than classical. He also sang as he was growing up. Arlen showed exceptional music talent ever since he was a child, but he never finished high school. Instead, he decided to drop out and join a band. He made a living off of that until he was about 24. After that, he began to focus more on composition rather than performing. He partnered with lyricist Ted Koehler, producing many Broadway songs. Then he began to get his name out there. His compositions were becoming more popular, and he went on to compose music for movies as well. He got the chance to collaborate with many different vocalists and is still honored for his work. Arlen wrote the music for Wizard of Oz, A Star is Born, Cabin in the Sky, Here Comes the Waves, and many other very popular movies for the time. He also wrote a lot of music for Broadway shows such as Bloomer Girl, Hooray for What, House of Flowers, and Life Begins at 8:40. Harold Arlen is most known for his soundtrack on Wizard of Oz. He wrote the tracks from the movies such as Over the Rainbow, Ding Dong, The Witch is Dead, and Merry Old Land of Oz, as well as all the other tracks in that movie. He is also has many popular and more well-known tracks such as Stormy Weather and Any Place I Hang My Hat, which are also from movies from his time as well. Although Arlen wrote many very popular songs and had the potential to be one of the most well-known musicians, he chose to keep kind of behind the scenes. He wanted to write music, but he preferred to let others perform, even though he could have sang them himself because he was a very good singer. He didn't really care about the recognition. He was more focused on just making music because that's what he enjoyed to do. And so as long as he was doing that, he was happy with it. When Harold Arlen was 81, he passed away on April 23rd, 1905. He lived a very successful life, getting to do what he loved. People still continue to listen to his work today. The end.